All right, we're in round two. Definitely going to keep this hand. Opponent is keeping as well. All right. So playing against Teamer, I presume. All right. Well, we got our land drop. That's pretty insane. So, options now. Well, we can play the Ascendancy. I'm kind of feeling playing the Falconer, though. I think that makes the most sense. If I attack with the student and he double blocks and I cast Defiant Strike, I can only kill one of the guys. So I don't want to risk that, even though there's a pretty high likelihood he doesn't block. I think I'm just going to play the Falconer and then pass. Basically just setting up a board presence where Jeskai Ascendancy is going to do some nice work for us. We can start outlasting next turn and play another student. So, Canyon Lurkers is the only one that comes to mind. I think I'm just going to block with my Falconer. If he could kill my Falconer here, but it's going to eat up his turn at the very least, so I'll accept that. Yeah, this is actually a trade I'm okay with. It ate up his turn. I did lose my Falconer, but if I didn't block, I was going to take 5, and if I blocked with Student, I'd just lose my Student, so I do think that block is okay. Now I think we just swing with our Student and then play another one. Did miss our land drop there, which I'm sure he noticed. In fact, we've missed a couple land drops now, but still in okay shape. We've got this Ascendancy and this Defiant Strike, so next turn I think the plan is Ascendancy, and then we'll start busting out the Defiant Strikes and Quiet Contemplations. Hopefully we just draw a land, and then I can play Ascendancy plus Defiant Strike. I guess that doesn't work if it's a red or a... Well, if it's a red source, it won't work, but it'll work any other way. All right, well, could get a Horde Chief off here. Guess we just swing. This could be a flock, though, but I still need to... I want to make my land drop, so I'm going to swing with both. All right, he is double blocking. I think this is fine. Could be a flock. I feel like he wouldn't have double blocked unless that was a flock. It just seems too convenient that he left up the blue mana. I'm going to kill the Smoke Teller. Guaranteed kill the Smoke Teller. You know, this could very well be a bigger morph, but I've got the suspension field for it, and I've got a feeling it's a Monastery Flock. But I guess if it is a Monastery Flock and he unmorphs it, then my guy doesn't die, so yeah, that doesn't make sense. We'll just do it like this. Okay. Got another resource, which is good. kill his morph. He does kill our guy, but got actually a Glacial Stalker off the board, which is pretty good. I don't get to follow up with anything good, but we did hit our land drop, which we wanted to do, so I'm still pretty comfortable with where we're at. Basically, we traded a student for a Glacial Stalker, which is nice, because the Defiant Strike replaced itself, so no issues as of yet. Alright, well, we get to attack into that and get a Horde Chief. That's also good. So, let's go ahead and swing. I mean, I could Suspension Field it, but that seems wholly unnecessary. So, we'll let that happen. We'll drop a Horde Chief and pass the turn. So, then we get to follow up with Ascendancy and start doing some work at that point. Maybe even the Quiet Contemplation first. But I guess Ascendancy makes more sense. I want to start looting, or if I need to. Multiple Bloodfire Mentors. I will definitely say I'm surprised. That is very uncommon. So let's do this, this, and this. Get our Prowess activation. And let's drop the Quiet Contemplation, although could Suspension Field as well, but am I lethal with Flying Crane Technique next turn? I don't know. I doubt it. But we do get the triple pump. I guess I'm in need of another creature, but let's Quiet Contemplation first, and I think I am gonna draw discard. We don't need any more land, so we'll ditch the Cove. Pump team, and I guess we can swing in. So he's going to block our big dudes and then potentially trade with a warrior, but I'm okay with that too. Alright, so he takes his 2, and we'll pass. So I guess next turn I can, well, maybe I do. Depending on what he plays. Alright, I think I Suspension Field a Bloodfire Mentor and then quietly contemplate lock down the other. Pretty surprised he swings in here, but okay. So yeah, this is actually perfect. We won't play the land. We Suspension Field, and we'll pay. Let's do some drawing first, I think. So we're gonna choose the Mentor, and let's do all the rest of our stuff here. Do want to, and we'll discard this, and we pump the team, and we get that thing, and I will pay the 1. Lock that down. Take that guy out. And I guess we swing for 8. Alright. And we'll pass the turn. He's desperately on the hunt for a land drop at this point, so. Alright. Bouncing our dude. Guess the student's the only one that really makes sense. Could do the warrior token, I guess. Alright. That works too. I'm okay with that. I don't think he's attacking now. Really? It seems like a bad idea. but maybe it's just he knows he's pretty much done. So, crippling chill. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. He is pretty much done. There's not much he can do about it. I could have played the flying crane technique. I kind of like my opponent not knowing about it. My opponent not knowing about it, I feel like it does buy him another turn, though. Well, I could have just gone for lethal, but I should have actually attacked first, too, so my guys would be untapped. But I feel like he's still in a pretty tough spot here. Actually, we may still end up showing him the flying crane technique, but what I should have done is attacked and then untapped my dudes. I guess I probably should have just killed him. Alright, I guess we'll just bust it. Although, wait, he's got no life left. Alright, let's just swing then. Alright. Alright. So, opponent got mana screwed. Not much you can do about that. Still questioning the multiple Bloodfire Mentor main decks. It's very interesting. Other than that, his morphs look good. Glacial Stalker, Canyon Lurkers, Ice Feather Aven, and Smoke Teller are both... well, Smoke Teller's not amazing, but Ice Feather Aven's very good. So, it looks like just a standard teamer deck. Didn't really see enough to justify bringing anything in, I don't think. He's got good defensive stuff, which would make Barrage of Boulders good typically, but unfortunately, it's still not very good in our deck. We really don't have 4 power guys at all, except Canyon Lurkers, so I don't think that works. Could do the Smite the Monstrous. That takes care of Canyon Lurkers, but I do have to presume he's got some bigger fat fatties in there, but I would say the Quiet Contemplation and Crippling Chill and Suspension Field should take care of those guys. So I could have killed him a turn earlier with Flying Crane Technique and not showed him Crippling Chill, but it's okay. He showed us an extra card too. It worked out. This is an awkward hand. Yeah, I don't think we can keep this one. I think we gotta have some white sources in here. This hand is fine. No red source yet, but I like the way this student looks. Alright, that was a good draw. Smoke Teller. Yeah, let's go for the student. Alright, Wind Scout's a good card. Alright, let's get our red source online and then we'll pass. So we're going to take a little bit of damage from above. Force away? Alright, let's trade feet for a force away, I think, here. I don't want to take unnecessary damage. Also gives us a better attacker and blocker for the future. We do take 3 here, but I would say taking 3 is better than taking 5. Plus it eats up our opponent's turn. We don't get the blowout we want from our feat of resistance, but I still think that's just fine. Alright. Well, I think we want my opponent to start getting aggressive, so let's swing with our student. And we'll drop our canyon lurkers. And what this is going to do is allow us to bash back pretty well if he attacks with that smoke teller. It's also going to allow us to Ascendancy plus Defiant Strike in a pinch if we need to, which is also good. Alright, pretty surprised he chose that one, but acceptable. He's swinging with both. Well, we're going to get in for 5 here. Could actually drop the Ascendancy. It's a better defensive play with the Defiant Strike. I think I like that. I think I like that more. So let's just swing for 2. Drop the Ascendancy. Then we pass. Now he's in a more questionable spot. He's got to anticipate a trick. All right. Well, he has another force away. I'll accept it. So we'll cast that. And I think we will draw a discard. Do I want the cantrip that lets me draw a discard again or the threat that can block? I think I want the threat that can block, so we're going to ditch a Defiant Strike for that one. Draw an extra card. Block here. He could have a trick, but we'll allow it. Alright. And a morph. Got it. Alright. So I think we swing here. That's a pretty bold block. We're going to accept it. But I do have to say, that's a bold block. Alright. So we have, let's see, 5 mana. I think we do Horde Chief Student. I could do Mantis, which can block the Wind Scout, but I kind of like getting the full value with that Ascendancy out. Feel like it's just a bit more brutal. Definitely makes sense to attack. We're taking it. Let's see what he's got on follow-up. Smoke Teller. Alright. Can handle that. Mountain. Well, it gets us our 6th land, but I think we're just going to swing with these 2. Huh. Not sure I understand the block on that one. So we'll leave the mountain, despite the fact that we need a 6th land to cast Flying Crane Technique. I'm going to pocket this land for now. Alright. There we go. That's a good one. All right. Let's, yeah, I think we just quietly contemplate and swing for the fences. Ditch the mountain. Pump team, pump prowess. Get that thing, swing for the fences. This guy has made some very odd blocking decisions. I mean, I guess that's the only trade he could make, but I think I might have gone for like a double block, maybe? Maybe not. Alright, he's got a lot of Glacial Stalkers in his deck. Alright, staying back in chill mode, so I guess we'll just swing with our Mantis. And we'll drop a Falconer and pass. I think we will. Can we play around Become Immense? Ooh, Ash Cloud Phoenix is a good one. I think he's still dead though. Certainly dead now. Alright. So we swing with everything. Yeah, this is pretty brutal. So we attack with everything. Play Defiant Strike, targeting our Trampler. Yeah. Alright. He was not interested. I could have actually just faked like I had something there, and he would have conceded. Or was he dead anyway? Yeah, he was dead because the trample damage. I actually didn't even need the Defiant Strike. I just swing with everything. Glacial Stalker blocks, big dude, double block. He can't stop the trample. So trample on Highspire Mantis actually ended up being lethal without Jeskai Ascendancy's help. This deck is playing pretty insanely well. Defiant Strike with Jeskai Ascendancy and Quiet Contemplation is redonkulous. All right, we'll see you in round 3.